Colosseum, Rome, Italy. Location and importance. Location, situated in the heart of Rome, Italy. Found just east of the Roman Forum, between the Esquiline, Palatine and Celian hills. Address: Piazza del Colosseum, 10018, for Roma, RM. Italy. Accessible by Metro Colosseum station on Line B, and surrounded by major historic landmarks. Importance: the largest amphitheater ever built in the Roman Empire, and still the largest standing today. A UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1980, and one of the new 7 wonders of the world declared in 2007, served as the central venue for gladiatorial contests, spectacles, and public entertainment in ancient Rome. A key symbol of Roman engineering, architecture, and cultural identity. Today, it is Italy's most visited monument, drawing millions of tourists annually, and a global icon of Rome's imperial legacy. It also holds religious significance, especially for Christianity, as popes often lead the Good Friday Way of the Cross ceremony here. Historical background, origin, Zaya, and construction commissioned by Emperor Vespasian of the Flavian dynasty around 72 CE, built on the site of Emperor Nero's Golden House Domus, Ura, a private palace seized after his death, intended as a gift to the Roman people, symbolizing the return of land to citizens and the might of the Flavians, funded partly by treasures looted from the Jewish Temple of Jerusalem after the Jewish War 6673 CE. Completion: construction completed in 80 CE by Emperor Titus Vespasian's son. The opening ceremonies lasted 100 days, with gladiatorial games, animal hunts, and reenactments of famous battles, later modified and expanded by Emperor Domitian 8196 CE, who added the hypogeum underground chambers, closing parenthesis, use in Roman times hosted gladiatorial combats, wild animal hunts, executions, and naval battle simulations. Naumachia, estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators could attend. Entry was free, and games were a tool of political propaganda, keeping the population entertained. Bread and circuses. Decline and medieval use. By the 5th century CE, gladiatorial games declined. The last recorded fights took place around 404 CE. The Colosseum suffered damage from earthquakes, notably 847 and 1349 CE, and neglect. During the Middle Ages, it was repurposed as a fortress by noble families, a quarry for marble and stone used in St. Peter's Basilica, palaces, etc. Closing parenthesis. Small Christian chapels and shrines. Modern rediscovery and restoration from the 18th century onward. Popes began to protect and restore the Colosseum, declaring it sacred as a site of Christian martyrdom. Though actual evidence of martyrdom here is debated, archaeological interest grew during the Renaissance and Enlightenment, recognizing it as a monument of world heritage. Transformations over time. Roman imperial period. 1st–4th century CE functioned as the Grand Amphitheater of Rome, hosted gladiatorial games, animal hunts, executions, and staged battle reenactments, served as both entertainment and political propaganda, reinforcing the emperor's generosity and Rome's power. Late Roman and early Christian era, 4th–6th century CE, gladiatorial combat declined as Christianity spread and was officially banned in 404 CE. Animal hunts continued for a short period afterward, but eventually ended. Parts of the Colosseum were adapted for Christian worship and memorial shrines. Middle Ages 6th–13th century, after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, the Colosseum lost its original function. It was used as housing and workshops, a fortified castle controlled by powerful Roman families, a Christian religious site with small chapels built inside. Natural disasters, especially earthquakes, damaged the structure severely. Renaissance 14th century, the Colosseum was treated as a stone quarry. Large amounts of marble and stone were removed to build Renaissance landmarks, such as St. Peter's Basilica and palaces across Rome. Interest in Roman antiquity grew among humanists and artists, who studied the Colosseum as a relic of classical glory. Baroque and early modern period 17th-18th century became associated with Christian martyrdom, though historically debated. Several popes, including Benedict XIV, declared it a sacred site and initiated early preservation efforts. Religious processions and rituals were introduced to commemorate Christian heritage. 19th-20th century archaeological excavations revealed the hypogeum and clarified its original design. Systematic restoration projects were carried out to stabilize the ruins. The Colosseum became an emblem of Italian nationalism, featured in art, literature, and political symbolism. 21st century present day, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 Wonders of the World 2007, continues to undergo restoration, funded by the Italian state and private sponsors. Notably, recent cleaning projects, hosts cultural events, religious ceremonies, Good Friday, Wave the Cross, and remains one of the most visited monuments in the world. Architecture and design. Architectural style: Roman imperial. Architecture blends practical engineering with aesthetic grandeur, designed as an elliptical amphitheater, ideal for visibility and acoustics. Dimensions: height 48 meters, 157 feet, length 189 meters, 620 feet, width 156 meters, 512 feet, perimeter approximately 545 meters, 1,788 feet, arena floor 8755 meters, originally covered with sand, capacity held 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. Materials used: travertine limestone outer walls, closing parenthesis, tough volcanic rock, and concrete for internal supports, marble for seats and decorative elements, iron clamps, many later looted, to hold stones together, structure for stories. First level, Doric columns. Second level, Ionic columns. 3rd level, Corinthian columns. Fourth level, Corinthian pilasters, plus attic, with windows and flagpole. 80 arched entrances, vomitoria, for rapid entry-exit seating arrangements, based on social rank: emperor and senators closest to arena, women and poor citizens at the top tiers. Velarium, a giant retractable awning sailcloth, rigged by sailors from the Roman navy to shade spectators. Arena and hypogeum. The arena floor was made of wood and covered with sand to absorb blood. Hypogeum, a 2-level underground system with tunnels for gladiators and animals, cages and holding areas, elevators and trapdoors operated by pulleys to raise animals or fighters dramatically into the arena. Engineering features: its advanced drainage system to manage rainwater, use of concrete vaults and arches for strength and flexibility. Radial and circular corridors allowed fast crowd movement, could empty in 10 minutes. Early use of prefabrication and modular construction techniques. Notable features: the arena elliptical wooden floor covered with sand, arena in Latin. Origin of the word arena: designed to absorb blood during fights and executions. Featured trapdoors, for sudden appearances of animals or gladiators. The Hypogeum underground system, a two-level subterranean complex beneath the arena, contained cages for animals, gladiators' waiting rooms, and mechanical elevators, provided dramatic effects, such as lions or tigers suddenly rising into the arena, showed Roman mastery of stage engineering. Velarium awning system, a massive retractable canvas roof that shaded up to 1/3 of the spectators, operated by skilled Roman sailors using ropes, pulleys, and masts, considered one of the largest and most complex awning systems in the ancient world. Entrances and exits, vomitoria 80 archways, allowed up to 50,000 plus people to enter or leave in minutes. Special entrances for the Emperor Porta Triunfalis and for gladiators Porta Libigineria. The Gate of Death, closing parenthesis, seating tiers, cavia, divided by social hierarchy, emperor, senators and priests in the best seats, ordinary male citizens in the middle levels, women, slaves, and the poor at the highest tiers. Each spectator had an assigned seat marked with inscribed numbers, decorations and monuments, regionally adorned with statues, marble seats, painted stucco, and bronze shields. The outer facade had engaged columns in 3 classical orders: Doric, Ionic, Corinthian. Decorative arches and reliefs celebrated Roman victories. Engineering Zan, advanced drainage and water management system beneath the arena. Capability in early days of staging mock naval battles, Naumachia, by temporarily flooding the arena. Use of arches and vaults ensured structural stability for nearly 2,000 years. Cultural and symbolic significance. Symbol of Roman power and glory embodied, the wealth, authority, and architectural genius of the Roman Empire, served as propaganda reminding citizens and conquered peoples of Rome's military might and imperial generosity, entertainment and social identity, a place where Romans of all classes gathered, reinforcing the social order, the emperor at the center, the elite in prime seats, and the commoners higher up. Gladiatorial games and spectacles reflected Roman values of courage, honor, discipline, and spectacled political Olympus used the Colosseum to maintain popularity through bread and circuses. Free food and entertainment. Games demonstrated the emperor's role as benefactor and protector of the people, religious and Christian. Connection later associated with the martyrdom of Christians, though historical evidence is debated, declared a sacred site by Pope Benedict XIV in the 18th century. Today, it remains a site of Christian reflection. Every Good Friday, the Pope leads the Way of the Cross procession inside the Colosseum. Global icon, one of the most recognized landmarks in the world, symbolizing Rome, Italy, and classical civilization, featured in countless works of art, literature, films, and modern media, declared one of the new 7 wonders of the world in 2007, symbol of resilience despite earthquakes, plundering, and centuries of decline. It still stands as a monument to endurance, represents the ability of culture and history to survive destruction and time. Modern meaning a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors annually, considered both a memorial to human cruelty, gladiatorial bloodshed, and a testament to human achievement, engineering brilliance, functions as a cultural ambassador, reminding humanity of the lessons of history. Visitor information. Official name: Colosseum Colosseo in Italian, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater. Address: Piazza del Colosseo, 1000184, Roma, RM, Italy. Nearest metro, Colosseum station line. B. Nearby landmarks: Roman Forum, Palatine Hill, Arch of Constantine, Capitoline Hill. Opening hours: opens daily at 9 a.m. Closing times vary by season: 4:30 p.m. Last entry 3:30 p.m. January 2nd to February 15. 5 p.m. February 16th to March 15. 7:15 p.m. Last Sunday of March to August 31. 6:30 p.m. September 1st to September 30th. 5:30 p.m. October 1st to last Saturday of October. Closed December 25th, Christmas and January. 1 New Year's Day. Tickets and entry: standard ticket includes Colosseum, Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. Valid for 24 hours from first entry. Ticket prices as of recent updates: adults €16 minus 18. Reduced EU citizens 18 to 25 €2. Children under 18. Free. Online reservations. Recommended queues can be very long. Tours and experiences. Regular entry. Access to arena seating levels. Arena floor. Access. Walk on the reconstructed wooden platform where gladiators once fought underground. Hypogeum tours. Explore tunnels, cages, and lifts beneath the arena. 3rd and 4th levels. Panoramic views of Rome. Night tours. Limited groups. Illuminated Colosseum at night. Best time to visit: season: spring, April, June, and autumn, September, October. For pleasant weather: time of day: early morning, right at opening, or late afternoon, fewer crowds. Softer light for photos. Closing parenthesis. Tip: buy a combined ticket for Colosseum, Roman Forum plus Palatine Hill and start at Palatine Hill, less crowded entry point. Visitor tips: wear comfortable shoes, lots of walking and uneven ground. Bring water, especially in summer. Rome gets very hot. Large bags, tripods, and drones are not allowed. Security checks, similar to airports, are mandatory before entry. Guided tours enhance the experience with historical context. Modern challenges in preservation: structural damage over centuries suffered major collapses due to earthquakes, especially in 847 CE and 1349 CE. Continuous erosion from wind, rain, and time weakens the stone. Many original marble decorations and metal clamps were looted, leaving scars and holes in the walls. Pollution and environmental stress: Rome's heavy traffic pollution and vibrations from vehicles damage the limestone facade. Acid rain and smog accelerate stone decay. Climate change: heavier rainfalls and heat waves adds further stress. Tourism pressure with 7 to 8 million annual visitors. The Colosseum faces overcrowding, wear and tear. Managing security, crowd control, and preservation is a constant challenge. Risk of vandalism by tourists. Graffiti and stone chipping incidents have been reported. Preservation efforts: systematic restorations began in the 18th–19th centuries under papal and later Italian state control. Recent large-scale cleaning and stabilization projects 2013 to 2016 were funded by private companies like Todd's Group. Archaeological research continues, especially on the Hypogeum and upper levels. Italian authorities limit access to certain sections to protect fragile areas. Future plans: new restoration projects focus on reconstructing the arena floor, allowing cultural events to be staged. Continued efforts to balance tourism with conservation, ensuring safety while preserving authenticity. Ongoing debates about how far restoration versus preservation should go, for example, partial reconstruction versus keeping as a ruin. Summary table feature details. Name: Colosseum Colosseo in Italian. Flavian Amphitheatre location: Piazza del Colosseo, Rome. Italy, near Roman Forum, built 72 CE, started by Emperor Vespasian, 80 CE, completed by Titus. Later additions by Domitian. Purpose: gladiatorial games, animal hunts, executions, mock battles, public spectacles. Architectural style: Roman imperial architecture. Dimensions: height 48 meters, length 189 meters, width 156 meters. Arena 8755. Capacity 50,000. 80,000 spectators. Materials used: travertine limestone, tough volcanic rock, concrete, marble. Notable features: hypogeum underground chambers, velarium awning, 80 entrances, tiered seating. Advanced drainage transformations from gladiatorial arena gives fortress, gives quarry, gives shrine, gives global heritage site. Cultural significance: symbol of Roman power, endurance, Christianity, and global heritage. UNESCO World Heritage Site. New 7 Wonders of the World 2007 visitors, approximately 7 to 8 million annually. Opening hours daily from 9 a.m. Closing varies by season. Tickets includes Colosseum, Roman Forum, Palatine Hill, Tilda. €16 to 18 adults. Modern challenges: earthquakes, pollution, erosion, vandalism, mass tourism. Preservation efforts: ongoing restorations, cleaning projects, structural stabilization, arena floor reconstruction, plans ending, detailed. Note: the Colosseum of Rome is far more than a ruined amphitheater, is a timeless witness to human civilization. Built nearly 2,000 years ago as a gift to the people, it embodied the Roman Empire's wealth, ambition, and architectural brilliance. Within its towering arches, emperors staged grand spectacles, gladiators fought for glory, and citizens from every walk of life gathered in awe of Rome's power. As centuries passed, the Colosseum changed roles, from an arena of blood and entertainment to a fortress, a quarry, and later a shrine tied to Christianity. Despite the blows of earthquakes, wars, looting, and neglect, it has endured, standing tall as a monument, not only of imperial grandeur, but also of human resilience. Today, the Colosseum serves as both a historical treasure and moral reminder. It symbolizes the creativity and achievements of ancient Rome, while also echoing the harsh realities of violence and human suffering that once unfolded within its walls. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 Wonders of the World, it draws millions of visitors each year who come not just to see stone arches, but to connect with history itself. The Colosseum's legacy is universal. It belongs not only to Italy, but to all humanity. It remains a powerful emblem of the past, a guardian of lessons learned, and an enduring bridge between antiquity and the modern world.